Fortnite has had a monumental impact on the games industry, and absolutely on those who have played Battle Royale since its inception in 2017. The distinct cultural phenomenon of players posting their #1 victory royale on apps like Snapchat and Instagram can't be denied. Not to mention Fortnite's seamlessly endless iconic collaborations with pop culture sensations, most recently of note Huntrix from K-pop Demon Hunters and Vocaloid icon Hatsune Miku. These work in tandem with Fortnite's free-to-play game model with the inclusion of a vanity item shop. The game's continuous regular updates with new map features through seasons keep players refreshed and coming back for more. Take a break from playing for a month or two and the player will have tons of new content to dig into. We also cannot discuss the historic achievement of a game without mentioning the company behind it, Epic Games, and the CEO/founder Tim Sweeney. The company has notably managed to develop a massive, sprawling game development ecosystem that continues to grow and evolve. The Epic Games Store and Unreal Engine in which Fortnite was developed serve as the pillars of this ecosystem. Fortnite began as Fortress game in 2012. Not much is known about the alpha since nothing was leaked from its development, but according to the Fortnite fandom wiki, the build was actually created in Unreal Engine 3. And then eventually in 2013-2014, the Save the World mode came into the fray, which you may have heard of. Rather than the classic Battle Royale mode, it was something like a player versus environment game where players would have to progress through the in-game storm. And then finally, in 2017, Fortnite was launched, and Battle Royale was actually designed to attract players to this Save the World game mode, but according to GamingXP.com, within 2 weeks the game had actually attracted over 10 million players with Battle Royale. There just didn't seem to be that much of an interest in Save the World. So what made Fortnite such a resounding success? Well, of course, it's free to play, so you might wonder how Fortnite makes their money, or Epic Games. Well, it's really through the in-game store. We all have a desire to look cool and fit in, so when we can buy a skin to make us look like V from Cyberpunk versus the noob skins, you feel a lot cooler as a player. These cosmetics can be bought with V-Bucks, which are Fortnite's in-game currency, and you can either buy them as packs or you can also subscribe to Fortnite Crew, which grants you 1,000 V-Bucks a month. Fortnite's cultural impact cannot be understated, and this can kind of be viewed in the context of Tim Sweeney's version of the Metaverse. It sounds like an idea out of Ready Player One, where a perpetual virtual world exists whether you as the player interact with it or not. But according to an article by Kurt Robson published earlier this year, Tim Sweeney believes Fortnite is the future of the Metaverse. He says that we are absolutely on track towards this Metaverse, and his team first realized this when they began playing Fortnite with their friends. Essentially, multiplayer experiences where millions of players engage in games together is kind of like the foundation to Sweeney. That and a world composed of UGC, or user-generated content. And this has kind of already taken form with Unreal Engine for Fortnite, where creators can make and publish content to be played for the same audience obsessed with Fortnite. Kind of similar to Roblox, where users play games made by the community. Also in terms of cultural impact, we cannot not mention the in-game astronomical concert featuring Travis Scott, which was one of the most viewed events in gaming history, currently sitting at 244 million views. If there's any single event in Fortnite that explored the potential of the game in like a metaverse-like context, it was this. It was a 10-minute performance with 12.3 million concurrent viewers. It featured the iconic artist hopping around the Astroworld planet, which took inspiration from the Six Flags theme parks and Scott's album. The visual effects were incredible and imaginative for viewers. A giant version of the artist has a spectacular entrance where he lands like a comet onto the map. Viewers could emote and essentially animate their avatar dancing in real time to react to the performance. The rest of the show as well was just simply like spectacular, really good effects, and it was truly a feat of creativity from the artists who worked on it and conceptualized the idea of this virtual concert to begin with. It was definitely kind of a first exploration into the metaverse where it really explored what the metaverse could offer to gaming communities. We should also talk about the endless memes that have spawned from Fortnite's existence. So, I already mentioned earlier people posting their #1 victory royales on Snapchat, asking if anyone wanted to run like duos or squads, which kind of means like playing on teams. And the memes were rampant. The fan-generated content is endless for Fortnite. Notably, we have the fan song Chug Jug With You by Leviathan, which is a parody of the singer Estelle's song American Boy featuring Kanye West. And the music video for that is currently sitting at 9.3 million views and features like game footage kind of staged to match the lyrics of the song in a fun little music video. And then once Hatsune Miku's skin was released earlier this year, Leviathan also launched a version of Chug Jug where the Vocaloid icon also sings the iconic song. So Fortnite has kind of inspired creators, young and old, to create mountains of content surrounding the game. So that's it for me. It'll be really interesting to see what Fortnite, Epic Games, and Tim Sweeney kind of does in regards to the metaverse in the future, and personally, I can't wait. Thanks for watching! So yeah.